Guapa, we've been going along now for about 11 lessons with Yo Hablo, and I'm sure there are a lot of our viewers that are very anxious to use their Espanol, their Spanish, immediately. Maybe them have plans to go south of the border. Let's try to concentrate today on some situation that would be fun for them, where they could use the most Spanish in one place. What do you think?
Well, I think the place where they could use the most Spanish in one place is at the restaurant.
Yeah, restaurant would be a good place, because when someone goes to a restaurant, they're already in a good mood. They're hungry and they tienen hambre, and they know that they're going to have a good time. They go out to have a good time, and they're in a festive mood with other people. And when they get there, I know the waiters or the waitresses, they're very happy to join in. Anybody wants to try any of the Spanish. Matter of fact, you open up the menu, there's all kinds of words that you can use, and all you need to do is have the introduction to them and have a good time. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's go to the restaurant. That's what we're going to do today, folks. We're going to go to the restaurant.
It's a pretty swanky place. What do you think?
Boy, this is really nice, Cool Cat.
You suppose they'll object to having a cat in here?
Well,
I mean, you have to explain that I'm not just an ordinary cat. I'm a cool cat. You know,
maybe. Oh, here comes the waiter now.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to sneak back here. I'll tell you what to ask. Okay.
Okay.
Ask him what I tell you.
Buenas noches, señor. Buenas noches.
You like a table for two?
Me gustaría una mesa para dos, por favor. Me gustaría una mesa para dos.
We don't have reservations, remember?
No, señor. No tengo reservaciones. No tengo, señor.
Tell me you got a friend.
Para dos. Sí. He doesn't understand. Doesn't see anybody else. Sí.
Tell him it's a cool cat.
Yeah. Con mi gato, señor. Con mi gato. Sí, mi gato. Deseo presentar mi gato. Mi gato. Cool cat.
Hey, amigo. Hey.
Señor. Sí, aquí está la mesa, señor.
Tell the captain, never mind. I found a table. I just happened to find one that wasn't occupied here, and it's all set, and it looks great.
Well, you say sit down. He says to sit down. Siéntese, por favor.
Well,
okay.
Sure, join me, by all means. Thank you, Captain.
I better tell him it's a fine table. Está bien, gracias, señor.
Yes.
Está muy bien.
Thank you very much.
Now, what's the first thing we should ask him, Cool Cat? What do you think?
I would suggest, why don't we say, why don't we ask for a menu?
Okay, he'll say, here's the menu. Aquí está la carta. Aquí está la carta, señor.
Oh, there's one.
Muchas gracias, señor. Aquí está la carta.
Looks delightful. The color's pretty, anyway.
Now,
let's see. Anything good in there?
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Ooh, that's great. Some of those, yes.
Would you like here?
Let's see.
Would
you happen to have a little catnip there? Maybe a little before dinner catnip cocktail?
Señor, ¿le gustaría un cóctel? ¿Le gustaría un cóctel? He wants to know if you like a cocktail.
Catnip cocktail,
yes. A fruit cocktail. See.
No catnip.
There is none.
No catnip.
No, I.
Well, all right, a fruit cocktail will be just fine.
I wonder what the dinner is.
You know what we ought to get? We're in Mexico. You know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Why don't we ask what the specialty of the day? I've got my napkin on. You've told me all about this marvelous Spanish food. I've been looking at it. It looks delightful. I'm so hungry.
Well, how did you do when you went to the restaurant after I taught you all those expressions, Cool Cat?
Well, not so hot. Once I got past the menu and a glass of water, I kind of fouled up a little bit.
Well, I can see what you need. You need a little review.
I certainly do that, yes.
Well, yeah, and a meal, too. Well, let me just go over some of these things that they're... First of all, you probably didn't even know how to name all the things that are on the table, did you?
Well, no. I was so interested in getting something to eat,
well,
which I still am.
You remember me saying the expression, what is there on the table? ¿Qué hay en la mesa?
¿Qué hay en la mesa? That means what is there on the table?
¿Qué hay en la mesa?
Okay.
Sure. You can remember that.
Sure.
And there's first you have a knife, don't you? Watch out. I'll be very careful. It won't hurt you there. Hay un cuchillo.
Hay un cuchillo.
Cuchillo, yeah, that's close enough. They'd understand that. Hay un cuchillo.
That's un cuchillo.
Yes. And a fork. This is an easy one. Hay un tenedor. Hay un tenedor.
Hay un tenedor.
Hay un tenedor.
The H is like an I. Hay un tenedor.
Tenedor. H. There's no H in that. Tenedor.
No.
Tenedor.
I.
Oh, I.
Hmm.
Well, you're very right. See, you don't pronounce the
No,
H.
hmm.
It's just I un tenedor.
Mhm.
Very
Right,
good.
good.
That's a good word. I. There is.
I like I better than anyone.
Okay. Then there's a spoon.
There's a spoon.
Hay una cuchara.
I una cuchara.
Hay una cuchara.
I need a cuchara to eat my catnip.
Did you try the agua purificada?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, it was purified water. It was very good.
Yeah.
Marvelous
There's
water.
a glass.
Yes.
You probably didn't know that the word for glass is vaso. Hay un vaso.
I un vaso.
Hay un vaso. Very good. And I can see that you already knew what a napkin was, because hay una servilleta. That's
Oh,
a
yes,
napkin.
yes,
You have it
yes.
tied around you.
Mhm. I una
You didn't leave in a hurry,
servilleta.
did you? You didn't leave in a hurry because you forgot to pay the check, did you?
Well, as a matter of fact, the waiter said he would be expecting you. I ran into a little difficulty when I was leaving, and he well, anyway, I'll
cool
take
cat.
you.
I don't know what I'm going to do about you. I really don't. I think I just better continue with the lessons and just forget about your nonsense here. There's a plate. Hay un plato.
I un plato.
Hay un plato.
That means that's a plate.
Now, do you remember the way that we got to the table? When I got there, I first asked the waiter, I would like a table for two.
Oh, yes, yes, that's quite
The
important.
expression on his face. Me gustaría una mesa para dos. Me gustaría una mesa para dos.
Me gusta una mesa para dos.
Me gusta, you can say me gusta, or you can say I would like, me gustaría. Okay, me gustaría una mesa para dos. And I don't know why you just took off so fast, cool cat.
Well, you told him about your friend, and you said, my friend is a cool cat, and he looked over there and looked at you like...
Oh, gee, you know,
And then you asked for a cocktail. I bet he figured he's had a cup. Oh, well, never mind.
well, he said, sit down, please. Huh? At least he did say that to me. He said, siéntese, por favor.
I was way ahead of him, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were already at the table.
Certainly was.
Yeah, but at least I thanked him.
Yeah,
I said,
that's-
está bien, gracias. I thanked him. I mean,
And did you notice, though, he brought one plate of food?
yes,
He
I
has ways
did.
of getting back at people like me, I guess.
Yeah, particularly when you asked, me gustaría un cóctel, huh? Me gustaría un cóctel. Thank goodness.
Apparently, they don't realize what a great man a gato fresco is, huh?
Yes, well, at least they bought you a cóctel de fruta.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Not catnip, though. I really wanted catnip.
That's right. And the plate of the day.
Mhm.
You were really right asking for the plate of the day.
I think it's best, really, because the waiter, if he's a good waiter, he'll recommend the best, won't he? What you think?
But remember, I had to ask for it.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
I said, ¿qué? Muy bien, amigos. Are you ready for the expressions and guapa?
Yes.
Let's go over these expressions that they absolutely can use. And pay close attention, amigos, because these are realistic expressions. And I think you will really very much enjoy seeing them. We are going to show you today, first of all, in very much stop action, so you can learn the expressions well, a picture story of how you go to a restaurant. Then we will take these same pictures and show you the picture story in normal action, how you would go to a restaurant. Then after you relax with the Yo Escucho part of our program, we'll come back with a realistic scene. Muy bien. Guapa?
Muy bien. ¿Sí?
Primero, I come in, my good friend, and you take the part of the mesera, the voice of the mesera, if you will.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. Entramos en el restaurante y yo digo, and I say, aquí está la mesera. Aquí está la mesera. Aquí está la mesera. And you say,
Pasen ustedes.
otra vez.
Pasen ustedes.
Muy bien, pasen ustedes. Okay, let's go there. Aquí está la mesera. Repita. Muy bien,
Pasen ustedes.
repita. Okay. Deseo una mesa para dos. I would like a table for two. Deseo una mesa para dos. Guapa,
Por aquí, por favor.
otra vez.
Por aquí, por favor.
Okay, let's repeat those expressions. I would like a table for two. Deseo una mesa para dos. Guapa,
Por aquí, por favor.
por aquí, por favor. Por aquí, por favor. Okay, we go over to the table. And you say, here is your table.
Aquí está su mesa.
Aquí está su mesa.
Aquí está su mesa.
Bien. And it's a good place because it's not too close to the orchestra, and it's So I say, it's fine, thank you. Está bien, gracias. Está bien, gracias. It's fine, thank you. Está bien, gracias. Ok, repita, amigos. Guapa.
Aquí está su mesa.
Aquí está su mesa, ok. Está bien, gracias. Repita. Muy bien, muy bien. A ver, sit down, please.
Siéntense, por favor.
What?
Siéntense, por favor.
Muy bien. Siéntense, por favor. Okay, now, if it was just one person, guapa, it would be siéntese, wouldn't it?
Siéntese, yes.
Just one person. If it is two or more people, it is
Siéntense.
siéntense, 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 siéntese, siéntense, siéntense. There's an extra N in there when it's plural, of course. Right, muy bien. Okay, let me open up the menu. A ver. And you tell me, guapa.
¿Qué desea comer?
Okay, otra vez.
¿Qué desea comer?
Repita, amigos. Okay, I would say, ¿qué nos recomienda? ¿Qué nos recomienda? Muy bien, guapa. Vamos a repetir esas expresiones. Ok, primero,
¿Qué desea comer?
repita, amigos. I would say, ¿qué nos recomienda? What do you recommend to us? ¿Qué nos recomienda? ¿Qué nos recomienda? Now, if I was there by myself, I would say, ¿qué me recomienda? ¿Qué me recomienda? One person. With two or more, ¿qué nos recomienda? ¿Qué nos recomienda? Muy bien. Okay? And guapa, you say, I'd recommend the special of the day, or the plate of the day.
Les recomiendo el plato del día.
Okay, otra vez, guapa.
Les recomiendo el plato del día.
Okay. A ver, repita, amigos. That might be a tough one for him, guapa, so tell him again.
Again?
Mhm.
Okay. Les recomiendo el plato del día. Les recomiendo el plato del día.
I think they're going to get 3 dishes now. You told them 3 times. Okay. Well, really, how can you turn down the special of the day? So I would say, very, very well, we'll take it. We'll take it. Muy bien, lo tomamos. Muy bien, lo tomamos. Muy bien, lo tomamos. Repita, amigos. Very, very, very good. We'll take it. Now, what if I was saying very, very well, if I was by myself? I'll take it. I'll take it. Muy bien, lo tomo. You've heard that one before, haven't you? Muy bien, lo tomo, if I'm by myself. If we're two or more, muy bien, lo tomamos. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, guapa.
¿Algo más?
Otra vez, guapa.
¿Algo más?
Nada más, gracias. Nada más, gracias. You see how those expressions come back, come back, come back? You saw those expressions when we went shopping. So, again, got guapa?
¿Algo más?
Anything else? Repita. Nada más, gracias. Repita. Nada más, gracias. Okay.
Aquí está la cuenta.
Otra vez, guapa.
Aquí está la cuenta.
Repita, amigos. Oh, you want him to repeat? Okay. Oh, that just gives him. Okay, otra vez, repita.
Aquí está la cuenta.
And I'll do that. That tells you to repeat, Con entusiasmo. Muy bien. Okay, you give me the check, the bill. Aquí está la cuenta. And I say, ¿está la propina incluida? Is the tip included? ¿Está la propina incluida? ¿Está la propina incluida? Guapa.
Sí, señor. Está incluida.
Otra vez, guapa.
Sí, señor. Está incluida.
Está incluida. You know, many times that tip is included, about 15%, which is standard. Okay. ¿Está la propina incluida? Repita. A ver, guapa.
Sí, señor. Está incluida.
Otra vez.
Sí, señor. Está incluida.
Muy bien. Oh, then in our final scene, I want to pay with a check. So I say, I would like to pay with a check. Quiero pagar con un cheque. Or quiero pagar con cheque is all right. Quiero pagar con cheque. If I want to say con un cheque, that's fine also. Quiero pagar con cheque. Repita. And guapa, you say?
Está bien, señor.
Okay, otra vez.
Está bien, señor.
Está bien, señor. And what if it weren't possible?
No está bien, señor.
Or no es posible.
No es posible.
Or you could say, ¿sabe usted lavar los platos? Do you know how to wash the dishes?
And I would say, qué lástima.
No, you say, aquí está el jabón, here's the soap. Well, muy bien, amigos. Those are expressions that realistically you can use. Take notes and use them when you go next to a Spanish-speaking restaurant, and you would have a very, very good time using them. Now, those are the expressions I said in picture form in stop action. Now, we'll be back in a minute, and we'll give you the picture form in regular action. Gato fresco, aquí está la mesera.
Pasen ustedes.
Deseo una mesa para dos, por favor.
Por aquí, por favor. Aquí está su mesa.
Está bien, gracias.
Siéntense, por favor. ¿Qué desea comer?
Bueno, ¿qué nos recomienda?
Les recomiendo el plato del día.
Muy bien. Lo tomamos.
¿Algo más?
Nada más, gracias.
Aquí está la cuenta.
¿Está la propina incluida?
Sí, señor, está incluida.
Quiero pagar con cheque.
Está bien, señor.
Well, amigos, those are our expressions when we go to a restaurant, and you've seen them in pictures. We'll be back later with a realistic scene for our Yo Hablo part, where we'll really act out using those expressions for the restaurant. Aquí está la mesera. Buenos días, mesera.
Buenos días, señor. Pase por aquí, por favor.
Oh, gracias, gracias.
Siéntese.
Oh, gracias. Está bien, está muy bien la mesa, está muy bien. A ver.
¿Qué quiere comer?
Bueno, ¿qué me recomienda?
Le recomiendo el plato del día.
El plato del día. Chile con carne. Delicioso. Muy bien. Lo tomo. Gracias.
Está bien, señor.
Delicioso. Delicioso. Boy, this vino's tasting more like Coke every day. But that meal just was delicious. Fantástico. Muy delicioso. Muy delicioso. Mesera.
¿Sí, señor? ¿Algo más?
La cuenta, por favor.
Aquí está la cuenta, señor.
¿Está la propina incluida?
Sí, señor. La propina está incluida.
Bueno, muy bien. Quiero pagar con cheque.
Está bien, señor.